Hello everyone, welcome to today's session where we're going to look at the poem Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. Gabriel Okara is a Nigerian poet and novelist. He was also awarded Commonwealth Joint Poetry Award in 1979. In this poem Once Upon a Time, Okara is critiquing soulless lives and machine-like existence of modern humanity. This poem is actually a monologue from a father to a son. So let's begin textual interpretation. I'm reading out it to you. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. And as I have told you that this poem is a monologue where a father is talking to his son, or possibly the poet is talking to his son. So and the addition of this phrase once upon a time at the very outset is telling that it is in the past time, it is not in the present time. So it is in the past time, in the past, in the previous time. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts. There was a time when people used to laugh out of happiness. They were having genuine feelings, they were having true feelings, and they used to laugh out of real joy and laugh with their eyes. And since they laughed with real happiness, with real joy, so it reflected in their eyes. Their eyes used to glow with the real joy and happiness. But now only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block cold eyes search behind my shadow. But now they only laugh, but now in modern time people laugh only with their teeth, which suggests that nowadays people laugh for the sake of laughing. They don't laugh out of any happiness, they just laugh because they had to, they has to, they have to laugh. So but now they only laugh with their teeth. So in their smile, their laugh has become artificial, it has become fake. The poet here is remembering the old genuine true feelings with which the old in olden time the people used to laugh and deal with. But nowadays the people have just fake smiles and fake behavior. With their eyes block cold eyes search behind my shadow. And such people in which this warmth is missing, this genuine feeling, true feeling is missing, for them the poet has used this phrase eyes block cold eyes, which means the lack of warmth. Where there is no warmth, excitement, vigorness and emotion, so such eyes when see me, when watch me, the poet is saying that when such people watch me and watch any man, then they don't pay attention on the man, they don't see the man, they just see exactly the past behind at him, which means they have no concern with the man, they are concerned with many other things which are related to man. Search behind my shadow while their eyes block cold eyes. So in this first stanza it is clear that the poet is remembering the past or the olden days when people used to have true and genuine feelings, which is missing in the modern times. Next stanza. There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. So here the poet is saying further to his son that there was a time when people used to greet each other with warmth and with pleasure. It was with true feeling. When people used to meet each other, they meant it with their hearts, with the heart full of warmth. They used to meet with each other, but that has gone now. There is no true or genuine meeting nowadays. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. But now here the poet is emphasizing over the fact that now also people shake hands, but now the people shake hands not only without hearts. Yes, they shake hands without hearts, but not only without hearts, but also along with shaking hands without hearts, people search in the pockets. People search the pockets to know whether the person whom they are meeting is rich or poor. They search empty pockets. They want to know the status, the uh, status or the money which the man is possessing. So, and in case if the man is rich, then the people start showing their fake smile and warmth. But in case if the man is poor, that is, the poor man is not valued. A poor man is not welcomed at all. So in this way, in the modern time, the people are valuing, or the people are uh, welcoming to those only who are rich, powerful and successful. Next, feel at home, come again, they say. And when I come again and feel at home, once, twice, there will be no thrice. For then I find doors shut on me. In this stanza, the poet is further elaborating the lack of feelings and emotions in the modern time, that even the phrase related to invitation are artificial. As when people invite each other, for tea, for dinner, or for his or her just to see his or her house, then they allow their guest to come a couple of times. They will welcome their guest couple of times, once, twice, but there will be no thrice, which means that if it will be third time, or if they come again and again, then the people get fed up and then they slam their doors shut on you. So here what poet wants to convey is that these phrases we need to understand. Here poet wants to make us understand that you should not take these phrases seriously. Actually what they mean is that they are just that people say them. Yes, people will say them, come again. Why people will say them? Because they want to be polite. They don't really mean it. They don't actually mean it. They just say it out of their politeness, or to become humble, or to show their humility. So, I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces like dresses: home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their confirming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. So, the poet is now addressing his son and telling him that, son, I have learned many things from this society, and now my natural behavior has disappeared. In doing so, in learning so, my natural behavior has disappeared, because I have learned or I have adapted to use different faces for different occasions, just like dresses. And Okara has exemplified it by giving these examples, where he is saying that I behave differently in the office, with that the way I behave in office is totally different if I compare it to the way I behave at home, at street, or at any party. So in this way I put on many faces, but none of these faces, these different faces which I put on, none of these faces is my true or natural self. I just put on them for the sake of formality, for the sake of dealing in a particular situation, with all their confirming. Here this word confirming is loaded with many connotations. Confirming smiles. So what poet is saying here, poet is elaborating here the fact, he is demonstrating the fact that to be a part of society, we need to learn the behavior which is accepted in the society. And as we grow up, we begin to learn, and we behave and during this learning we learn to behave differently in particular situations, or as per the situation we learn to behave differently. But in the procedure of this learning the different behaviors as per the according to the different situations, actually we forget, or our natural behavior in this process of learning the behavior which is confirmed, which confirms all the situations according to the societal norms. In this during these confirmations, while our procedure of confirming, our natural real behavior disappears, it slowly disappears, and the man and is tend to have a fixed portrait smile, which means that we tend to have a, in this procedure, after this indoctrination or after this procedure, we tend to have a specific artificial smile for each occasion. We have a particular fixed specific artificial smile. So this is what happen when we learn many things from the society, when we are affected from the environment around us and influenced by the societal learning, and in the process we forget our natural, our real stuff. And I have learned to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. So in this stanza the poet is signifying that I have also learned now that how to laugh without any happiness, without any joy, how to laugh with only teeth, and how to greet someone when actually there is no warmth or excitement to meet him or her. Shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it has been nice talking to you after being bored. So the poet is elaborating this his behavior which he has learnt, laugh without teeth, or laugh only my teeth, not without teeth, it's horrible. Shake hands without my heart. Okay, so poet is elaborating this fact in the further lines. He is saying that now as I have learned so many things, and what have I learned, that if I want to say that I have learned so many things, even to say, not only in laughing or not only in shaking hand, I have learned so many things in saying those things which I really don't mean, which I actually don't mean to say, but I say them. And why I say them? Because society has told me that, because that particular dialogue is correct in that particular situation. That's why I'm just saying it mechanically, without any true feeling or without meaning it. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. So whenever I mean to say, I want to get rid of someone or someone, then I have learned that how to say it nicely. I say goodbye, to say glad to meet you, and usually it happens with us too, that we are introduced with this phrase glad to meet you, that whenever we meet someone we should say this glad to meet you. Same with the poet, that the poet is saying that whenever that I have learned to say glad to meet you, even if I am not interested in the person whom I am meeting, and to say it has been nice talking to you after being bored, and even after having a very boring conversation and discourse with anyone, I have learned to say this dialogue, it has been nice talking to you. So these all things are, with these all things the poet is exemplifying that how he has how in this process of learning so many things, he has forgotten his natural self. Like, just like the poet is sad here. The poet is sad because just like other adults in the world, he has also forgotten his natural real person, or he has forgotten that how to be a natural person. Next, but believe me son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. So here the poet is expressing his deep desire. He has a deep desire to go back to his innocence of childhood, where all the feelings were pristine, all the feelings were pure, just like you. It is clear that the poet is talking to a child who has not yet been influenced by the environment and the society. So he wants to, the poet is expressing his intense desire because the poet is utterly dissatisfied with his changed self. That's why he wants to be like his son, who is a child, who is unaffected, who is uncorrupted. I want to unlearn all these muting things. In this line, the poet is hoping and desiring to unlearn all these muting things. Muting means the things which can't be expressed, all these bad things which he has picked up over the years during his learning from the society in order to be adapted in it. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So here the poet, these lines describe the poet's desperation to go back to his real self, to his natural self, to his innocent and simple self. And here he wants to relearn. He's urging his child that he wants to relearn how what a real laugh is, because he has forgotten to laugh with his heart. Heartily he has forgotten to laugh. And here in these lines the poet is expressing his desire to get rid of the falseness of his falseness which has come in his behavior, and due to which he finds his laugh unpleasant, because his laugh is just like a snake's bare fangs. Snake's bare fangs means teeth which are just to show, or which is not real. So his laugh is also not real, because he laughs, the poet laughs with his lips and teeth, but not with his heart and eyes. That's why the poet wants just like he's showing his teeth like a snake's bare fangs. That's why he is describing he desperately wants to relearn his old natural self, which he is missing now, and he is dissatisfied with his changed self. Last stanza. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. So in this last stanza, the poet feels that his son's genuine laughter can teach him that how to express himself honestly, because he has forgotten it. How to express himself honestly, he wants to learn this from his son. And that's why he is pleading his son to enable him to find his true self, because his son, being a child, is still uncorrupted from the affectations of the world. And that's why the poet is saying that in order to retain my once upon a time, in order to retain my old simplicity and innocence, I want to learn from you, from you who is a child and who is still unaffected, uncorrupted from the influence of society and the environment around him. So this was the poem Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. And if we see the stylistic aspect of this poem, then this poem is a free verse poem, as we can see that there is no strict following, or in this poem is not composed in any strict rhythmic pattern or rhyme scheme. And there is the use of simile in these three statements, or in these three lines. And simile, as you know, is a figure of speech where one thing is compared to another by using like or as. And there is also use of these technical devices, alliteration, consonance and enjambment in the poem. And I encourage you to find out these techniques or these devices in the particular lines of the poem. And that's all for today. I look forward to see you in the next session. Thank you for your attention.